Okay, welcome back everybody. Last round of the afternoon session. We've got a pairs game here, Division 3. And we've got the legend that is Bruce Meyer with his wife, Sarah Meyer, and they're playing Jason Parker and Carl Tafore. So it's a Manawatu Counties match. C. Wills is in the seat. He doesn't talk. Giving him earphones is a surplus to requirement.
It's a bit dangerous, right?
Yeah. C. Wills is giving Joy a break. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
That's all right. I'm sure I'll get fired after this one, and Joy can be back in the seat.
And with a bit of luck, James is not far away, and he'll be able to give me a break.
Oh.
But
the A-team's coming.
The A-team's coming.
You'd have the ends played graphic updated, right?
Yeah, thank you. Good. You're already on to it. So we are playing 9 ends, and this is the first end. And the score is 0-0. How's the colours? We got it wrong again? Bloody.
Big chance, right?
Every time. Doesn't matter which one we choose, the players pick the other colour. So I shall switch that over. So good start there by Sarah.
Oh.
Okay, I think we've got the colours right now. You like that overhead shot?
Yeah,
Wills?
very good.
We've got Jezza strapped up with duct tape to the ceiling up here.
That looks like one of my rigs up there. Bit of duct tape, electrical tape, and away you go,
Yep,
right?
yep. Good start here for the Manawatu team. I think Jason will be just trying to draw one handy. He's going for the pop. That's pretty good effort. Down to 2 shots here. Very experienced players, Jason and of course Bruce.
You'd be an expert on this map by now, Dave?
Well, we've only changed it out on the last game, but the greens are similar. This way is the downhill way that we're going, and it's uphill coming the other way, about 1.5 feet. The players are telling us that's significantly less of a difference than some of the ones out on the floor. And Jason's got the stand-up weight here. Well, controlled stand-up.
Yes, I've been looking around a bit of the hall today, and there's definitely a big uphill, downhill.
Yep, so they're saying this is not as big a difference. And then we've got one hand here which has got a big swing, which this is the big swing here, which is a full green. And the other side is about no more than 1 foot of green. It's reasonably straight.
It's relatively consistent with the rest of the floor,
yep.
by the looks.
Yep.
Sort of.
I was talking to Graham Lowe. He did win on it, to be fair, but he did say it was one of the better ones he's played on so far. And I was thinking, well, it's not that good. So, but you know, stadium floors are what they are. So here's Jason here. Not sure. He's just
Probably going for the pop again, right?
yeah,
but
just a bit
not
wide.
quite.
Could be 2 or 3 here. There's 2. Carl saying you can fight for the other one, Sarah. Measure. So first blood to Manawatu. Two so far. Measure for the third.
Looks like 3 from here, right? But must be a bit closer.
This overhead's a little bit deceiving. We've got a few wrong looking from this way because they do look closer, the ones that are on this side, just because there's a little bit of an angle difference. 2.
You can add another one to the wrong category.
Yeah. Consistently wrong is what we have been doing.
I'm usually consistently wrong, so glad to see that's not changing.
Robbie Locker, he's watching here. Haven't seen Robbie for a while. Good to see you. He's watching, obviously watching the Manawatu game on the mat here.
You'd almost give him a headset, right?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure he's a big talker.
And I am.
Well, I guess it's a fair cop. Carl, lefty. I don't know if Carl's going horrible, but Jason clapped that.
you clap anything past the head, right?
Well, you do, but I think that's more than generous, right?
Is this the uphill way?
This is the uphill way.
Then I clap it.
Yeah. All right, so you just come down for a watch, or you here on work, or?
Yeah, Tessa wanted to come down and figured, well,
So you agreed?
why not? Some cheap flights and
Yep.
away you go. But we had a little bit of flight drama this morning. We're halfway down the runway and we decided we're going back to the gate. So,
Out of Auckland?
yeah, out of Auckland. And apparently an emergency light turned on and the pilot wasn't happy. So
An unusually large amount of plane issues going on at the moment, isn't he?
yeah, there is, unfortunately. But
You keep up with the game, will you, Seawells?
you keep talking to me. I can only do one thing at a time, Dave.
Got the legs here, Carl. Yeah, it's close, not quite. Well, we still don't know whether we're going to get this last game of the day in. You probably would have seen or heard last night, Wells, we got chucked out of here.
Yes, I heard all about that.
That meant we had an early start this morning, interrupted our cornflakes, and so we had an early start. So we've already played one more game today than we needed to. When I say play, streamed.
You would have had a not before 9 policy, right?
Well, we do, but the penalty of compensation is still 0 when you. So we could put 0, a huge thing on our contract saying if we have to do one extra game, what does that mean? Well, it means nothing, right? You just get up and do it.
Fair enough. It's definitely greatly appreciated by everyone tuning in, right?
But that was all right. But I guess the more concern is today. So we get over yesterday, but the ramifications for tomorrow is problematic.
Yeah.
Because
they're running to time though today, aren't they?
Well, they're running to time, but they've got to run to an hour early.
Yeah.
Because running to time meant a normal finish of 10:30, 11.
I see. I see
which
the
is
predicament.
we're around, so we've got to try and catch up around. Now I'm feeling like this round is going to go through till about 5 o'clock,
Yeah.
and I think there's no need to start at 7. I think they'll bring it forward at least 40 minutes, 45
I
minutes.
heard 6:30 was the latest they want to start.
Yep.
And that gives you 3.5 hours if my math is right.
And then hopefully we get through them. Otherwise, the alternative is, because they were starting 8:30 tomorrow, a 7:30 start tomorrow.
I'm all for that.
Yeah.
They let you sleep in though, right? I better pay attention.
What's Jason doing here? Oh, he's got the slide in. He might
Just be one down.
cut it down to 1. Yep, I'd say you'd take that. Manawatu currently making the play, but not too much damage. They've been controlling and holding the heads and keeping the heads, but it hasn't got away on Jason and Carl yet. But I dare say they want to flick the switch shortly.
Yeah, get one or two here and get yourself back in the hunt. It's a 19 game, so and no time limit, of course, so plenty of time to work your way back.
Yeah, although the singles and pairs do go quick.
They do.
Yeah.
Oh.
The fours seem like they're death by 1,000 cuts, but the singles are like a dash for cash.
Yeah, love a singles game on live stream, right?
Yeah.
Pity you can't do 15 of them.
Okay, score update. Okay, let's go Division 1, the Welsh. Waikato still in front, 68. Hutt Valley, 51.5. Southland, 48. So they've closed. Here's the interesting, Otago and Auckland, 41.5. Ashburton, 31.5. So they've had a bit of a move. So third to 6. Third, fourth, fifth and 6 is getting interesting.
Yeah, well, Waikato sort of had a good round that last round, I think. They don't think they lost the game, so it's putting some more points between them and even second place, right?
Yep, so they've moved the gap out again.
And of course, they're the defending champion for the last 2 years.
They're going for a three-peat.
Three-peat.
Yep. So that's Division 1. Division 2, North Taranaki, holding on by the fingernails. The big in the lead, the big mover from the last round was Upper Hutt Valley that went from 4th up to 2nd. They're now only 1 point away from first. So 52 North Taranaki, 51 Upper Hutt, Tauranga 50. So first, second and third are within 2 points of each other, which is one singles game.
They must be loving the floor about it as equally as each other.
They are all loving it. But get this, counties, who we're watching here, 47, Manawatu 46.
Quite an important game here we're watching then.
So from first to 5th, 6 points.
What's that? Two pairs games?
Two pairs games.
It's been a while since I played one of these. It's 4 points
4,
for
3, 2. Yep.
3 for pairs and 2 for a single.
Yep. So from that perspective, in this division, Division 2, no one's really out the back door and no one's through the front door.
But you've played a few of these as well. Do you find the third session of the Saturday like the moving session? Like that's where the teams that are going to make their move, or
Yeah. You can hold, move, win, lose, all in the evening session.
have a bit too much for dinner and
Yep. If you haven't kept your fluids up during the day, you can fade. Also, bear in mind, in this scenario, They've already played one more round too.
They have.
So it's
That'll
not
be a
like they've
first.
played 6, they've played 7.
Yeah.
So they're playing 10 today, potentially. So
I'm loving your optimism with the word potentially there.
potentially. Yep. Okay, this is a better end here for counties.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about the bowls much, to be fair.
We've just been catching up with the
Yeah.
scoreboard here. Little feather here might be good, and it was, and a good position.
Probably 1 in 1 out there.
Bruce
By the
Special
looks.
coming here. It's only 1 point, but orange has great position to pick up a multiple.
And by Bruce Special, you mean perfect weight front
Just-
toucher.
Just the perfect weight, the perfect green,
That makes a perfect bowl, right?
something like that.
Bit like that. Front toucher?
He's so good, he's annoying, right?
Yeah. It's not fair, right?
Imagine if he tried. Okay, Division 3. Well, North Wellington now have got a 9-point lead. So they're in the box seat to be heading into Division 2 at the moment. Into second, the big movers of the round, Northland. So Northland into second. Canterbury dropped back to third, 53, only half a point, and Taranaki is only a point behind. So again, so here's Jason. Any tap will
Look for some
do.
movement.
Needed something to move, nothing did. So courtesy of a Bruce Special, Manawatu 4-0 up.
Quite a big moment in the game, I feel there, Dave.
Yeah, there was potential there for counties. It just didn't happen. So again, if we look at that scoreboard, 63, 54, 53 and a half, 52 and a half, 47. And Central Otago are heading out.
Heading out.
They're heading out. They've got 12. They're some 35 points between 5th and 6th, so they're gone.
That's... How many clubs are in Central Otago?
I don't know, but they've got some good players. Just not happening. They've been on 12 for about 3 rounds. They just had just gone cold. So yeah, Bay of Plenty, they're in the relegation zone. They're about 5 points behind Taranaki.
I believe it's their first year in the Division 3.
Yep.
They made their way up
They have.
to this event last year.
So they just need to find something to turn that around. They're not, they're not gone yet. They've got
There's still
eyesight.
plenty of games to come,
There's
right?
plenty of
There's 3
games.
games tomorrow. There's still 3.5 games left today, potentially.
Yep. But yeah, the big movers in Division 3, Northland up into second spot. So that's going to be worth keeping an eye on. Right, that's the update. Let's go to the game.
And just quickly, if I wanted to see all those results, Dave, where would I have to look?
You go on to the Google Sheet, which everyone knows where the Google Sheet is, but if you don't, you go onto Facebook, go onto the New Zealand page, click on the features,
And it's somewhere there?
and then it's got the Interprovincial, and on that it's got a link,
Wonderful. And click on the link and you're away.
and you're on.
Happy days. It's almost too easy.
It's not. Let's face it, we know our audience. Technology is not easy.
We'll try to make it as easy as we can, I think.
I think a lot of people who might have grandchildren, and the grandchildren will go, Granddad, Grandma, do
Here's the
you
YouTube
know
link.
about Google? And they'll go, I know how to see Matt's side on Google, and I know the Google Sheet. That's probably the 2 things they know.
And you're obviously not one of those.
No, I know both of them.
Do you know Bing?
I know Bing. Chandler. Okay, Bruce has got the old full court press going on here.
What's Jason looking for here, do you think?
Well,
Pushing through.
I think this is the change-up bowl. You push
Oh,
through
here we
that
go.
split onto the kiddie and you pop it out. Yep, he's playing. Wait, bang.
Oh,
That's better. That's
yeah,
better.
He's got 2 bowls past the jack now. So
Yep, and the kitty squeeze is heading that way, so that was the change-up bowl.
I just saw a comment here. Simon suggested if they can't finish the competition that they scrap this year's one and they come back next year.
Good thinking with one Ashburton eye open.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with Division 2, Simon.
Might move it down to Ashburton next year.
I haven't given up on them. I saw a sign in the last round that
Was it a
they're
road sign
refocusing.
or-
No, they're refocusing. They realise the Welsh is gone.
How good is that? Just
That's just
That's
annoyingly
quietly,
good.
that's-
That's where the kitty's going.
this guy could play for New Zealand if he wanted to.
Well, if it was a world team, he'd play for it.
Yeah.
He's probably, I think it would be fair to say, currently playing at the highest level, he's probably the GOAT, as in greatest of all time, still playing.
I see.
So you can
Who's the greatest of all time not still playing?
Oh, well, that's a debate I don't get into because,
No, why not?
well, because I never got to play against or saw people like Pedersen, Smith, you know, some of those guys from that era.
Fair enough. It sounds like you're pleading the fifth to me, but
I am. You know, you can't go past Lami's record in titles. So if you did on stats, you'd go Lami.
fair enough.
So
it's a hard
yeah,
one to go past.
it's a hard one. But what I'm pretty certain is that here in the hall, playing Division 1, 2 and 3, this guy is probably the best.
The best one on the floor?
Yeah.
That's a bold statement still.
From a career and lifetime
Yeah.
achievement.
And for the amount he
I can
plays,
say
it's-
that now that I'm off the floor,
Yeah.
because I would have been, 75th.
How many players are on the floor, Dave?
76.
74 or
76. I got Sean covered, surely.
Yeah, 75th, Dave Archer, 76, Sean Blackburn. Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Nah, Bruce Meyer, unbelievable. And he played with people like the Myers, Gilshanans. There's so many top players. You're just ridiculous. Jason on the probe. Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
Kitty's gone through. Two more.
2 down.
This is,
Starting to be a little bit one-way traffic.
it is. Yep.
So you trying to scum a one here if you're Jason and Carl and then change something up?
No, they need to scum more than a one.
Yeah, I'll just win an end and then look to make something happen. Chuck a short in and hope
Yeah, no, I think
Bruce forgets how to let it go.
I think the Simon theory is more likely, as in an earthquake or some act of God causing the game to be replayed,
You
maybe.
reckon go for dinner early and come back and hope the lights are off?
Yeah. Do a
Do a
power
national
cut.
triples?
A
Yeah.
power cut.
Does anyone know a guy with a screwdriver or something?
Someone from Counties is up on a pylon as we speak with his hacksaw.
Just don't go near it with a sandblaster.
So you gave Joy the game off. Where's she gone? She's completely bolted.
She was over there having a
Oh, is she
having a
watching
watch.
the Waikato
Yeah.
team playing? Oh, fair enough.
I thought she was going to go get your dinner, but
No. Of course, she's invested. She was she got her Welsh trophy on the first of this current Waikato run.
that was at the Waikato Hall 2 years
It was at
ago?
the Waikato Hall. We broke the 16-year drought.
Yeah, and now you're
and then we
Now you
backed
don't
it
know how
up
to
with the
lose.
Interprovincial last year, and now we've got our nose in front for a three-peat. Isn't it funny how hard it is to win, but how easy it is to back up? And it's almost like the team grows belief. But there's
Yeah.
this, when you haven't won it for 16 years, there's this thought that it's just not
You
happening.
just can't, right? Yeah.
And I think, back yourself, back in your day with Auckland, was the same. I think,
Yeah.
once you know how to win one, you
Some
can
teams-
back up a second time.
Yeah, they just don't know how to lose once they
Yeah.
get in that right mindset. But like you said, finding that mindset can be quite difficult.
Yeah,
And definitely the Waikato team has figured it out.
yeah.
And they look like the team to beat at the moment.
The body
with-
language is good. They're winning the games that matter. Carl's just shanked one off the end.
Just probably trying to make stuff happen. Like he played two good bowls, giving Jason some back position there, and I think had to just try and get another one there, but unable to.
Unfortunately, Sarah's playing well.
Yeah,
Bruce
Bruce just
being
able
Bruce.
to fire back touches, side touches, and front touches. And so look, that's both a side toucher and a front toucher.
On the same bowl.
It's overachieving.
Just calm down, Bruce.
Can't hear you.
No,
The music's too loud.
he's watching next door and thinking, oh yeah, bowls.
Yeah. We might go into some interesting conversation about this format, Dave.
Yes.
Do you think in the current format that these are now easier to win? A Welsh trophy?
No.
They're harder?
Yep. Why I say that is technically
Technically?
the Division 1 continues to get stronger. I've played in Welshes on many
Yep.
times, and just by zone winning, there's always one or two teams in that six that get beaten up.
Yeah.
If you take this time around, if you take Ashburton out of it, because unforeseen circumstances with Simon and Julie falling sick, it's been difficult for them. But outside of that, there's not much between the rest. And Waikato's just going good, but the rest, there's just not much in it. So in previous Welshes, when I've been, there's always been someone that you can go, well, that's a team we've got to beat and get points off. There's just all good teams in
Yeah.
Division 1. And if you're not a good team, you're out the
You
back
get
door.
caught out, yeah.
And a good team from down below, an emerging team, is going to come up. So I don't think it's easier. I
No.
definitely don't think it's easier. All it's different is that a team like Waikato has just learnt how to win.
Yeah.
And that's all that's different. But you look at all these teams, some class players right through in Division 1. And sometimes the Welsh, you didn't have that full level of class players because it was just by way of zones, and that you
Yeah.
might get someone get a cheap zone win, get through to the Welsh every year, but then they would get carved up in the Welsh.
Yeah.
So that's my view.
That's fair enough.
Willing to be challenged on that.
I think it makes it easier for the good teams to consistently perform. Obviously, they don't have to qualify to get here. They just get here by doing well the previous year. So there's an aspect of not having to battle their way through a 15-game or 12-game Patterson Trophy.
Yeah, depending on your zone, Colin, there were some top teams that were in the same zone, so they would just trade off each other each year.
Yeah,
One would make it, then the
absolutely.
next one where, there's potential for both teams to play in Division 1 under this format.
Yeah, have we seen that anywhere? Is there
Not-
any?
not yet.
Probably takes a couple of years for.
We were anticipating, he's standing up again here, Jace.
So you're trying to go both blues or
Yep,
push
blue.
through?
He's,
Trying hard.
it's another one.
Just not quite
You
working
know, I
for
think
them.
we were anticipating Tauranga
Yes.
to be joining Waikato from that zone into that division. Tauranga have not quite made it.
Yeah, well, they had when the qualifying format, they
Yep.
got pipped, was it by a last bowl
Yeah,
by a Keith Setter or something in a
that's
Peers game or
that's
something?
right.
And
the East
was the
Coast,
literal
Poverty Bay
difference.
East Coast
Yeah.
got through, so
Yeah.
that put them down to 3, and then
Yeah.
they've come up to 2.
Yeah.
I think they're in the mix now. The 41, the 3 points only off second,
Yeah.
so they could.
And just remind me, it's the top 2 and the bottom
Top 2 of each division go up and go down, except for Division 1, of course, where you can't go up from Division 1. You win the trophy. There's no prize for second. But for every other division, second's as good as a win because you get to
You
gain
move on up.
promotion. Yep.
Wonderful. And how does the
Joy, you've got to join me. I'm not liking it. Colin's asking too many questions of me.
Oh, I'm just trying to keep the conversation interesting.
What's the problem?
He's asking me all sorts of philosophical questions like greatest player and what do I think of the format and all,
Well,
I don't go there. I don't like
I
that
know
sort of
nothing
chat.
about bowls, so I figure we have to talk about other stuff because I couldn't tell you what Jason's trying to do.
What's going on out there, Joy?
Well, I can just tell you that Sean and Gary Lowe just got a draw.
A draw.
Yep.
Okay.
I can tell you, this is Waikato biased
Of
because
course you can.
that's all I've watched.
You're in that third seat now, so you can.
So, Wayne and Annalise against Hutt Valley are currently drawn but still playing.
Yep. So that's in
I
the year.
believe.
Who are they playing? Jordan Keane?
Yeah.
Yep.
I believe Alex is up against Ashburton.
Yep.
Is that it?
Farquhar lost to Southland.
Okay, so Southland are still going well.
And I wasn't over the side, so I'm not sure about Linda or.
All right, so
Yeah.
even or better, maybe, just a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all Waikato have to do.
I know that Brendan Williams was beating Michael Lawson because they were next door to what I was watching. That was probably. That's all the old knowledge I've got.
Okay,
Sarah.
good.
All the knowledge.
Well, this is
That's it.
That's it. That's all that's in the brain.
This is one-way traffic here.
Oh, it is too.
Yep.
Right.
That's probably why I'm asking all the questions.
Yeah.
Right.
We've gone from what's happening on the head to all sorts of stuff.
Right.
I don't like it.
Jason does have an opportunity here. And apparently Otago and Southland used to trade off every year, and they're one of the... Was that
So
zone?
they're Division 1.
Must be zone 6. He owns old 6.
Well, there you
Owns
go.
zone-
That's your example.
Yeah. So they're both in there, and found
Yep.
it interesting. I think it's zone 2. It's all North Island.
Yep.
All North Island centres.
Well, if Ashburton go out the back door, then the South will be hoping Otago
Don't go
hold,
with them.
because otherwise Division 1 will be all North.
Is it appropriate for an up the north now or no?
You're incorrect, David. Southland are third.
Yeah.
They're safe.
Yeah, there's 3 south.
There's 3 south and 3 north.
Yeah. So there's always going to be a South Island
So-
in there, Dave.
Yep, because you can't lose 3 of them,
No.
so that's fine.
No, your maths
Don't panic.
Your maths is well off there, Dave.
Good. I just wanted to get a reaction out of Simon.
Yeah, 3 minus 2 is 1.
Yeah.
He's Jason. He's close.
Are those the sort of difficult questions you're putting to him?
Yeah.
Colin,
yeah,
yeah.
like 1
Yeah.
plus 1.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I
Oh,
was coming up with all sorts of algorithms on that.
Yeah, nah.
Do you carry the one over and divide it by the remainder? Or?
Can you just text James and go, where are you?
Hey,
It's starting to unravel. I've put in a big shift and I'm ready to go. We did point out to everyone that they chucked in an extra game at the start of the day. So we're talking about the evening session. If teams haven't taken their liquids, it's going to catch up on them.
Yeah, especially all these zone Div 1s.
Div 1s
Yeah.
are going to be, it's going to be
they've had an extra hour on their
10
day.
game day.
Yeah, yeah.
Now that would be a first for a.
Oh, I don't think we've ever had 10 in
No,
one day.
10 games.
no, that's right. Yeah.
9's hard enough.
I'm not wrong.
Right, what's Bruce doing? Perfect weight, side toucher.
Is he holding?
I don't know. I think this is the moment Jason, I think, has to make something happen.
We said that N3.
Yeah, and now I'm doubling down on N6, which is also double 3.
Well, that's far too high up for Dave.
Yeah, I got it written down,
Yeah.
so got the abacus out and I
Yeah.
can keep track of it. And Simon says, just a shame we're going to lose Otago in Auckland from Div 1. And not Ashburton.
He's hopeful.
Oh,
I wonder what Simon's having with his Coke.
more Coke?
Well, he's got something added to it if he thinks it. Well, you got to be positive, I suppose. He's hopeful.
Yeah, optimism.
It's
Is that another one? Oh, both.
yeah,
Bit of nothing, yeah.
maybe two
Yeah,
touches.
They flicked the 6 over, so
7-0 still.
sadly that's the closest county's team has gone to scoring.
Correct.
Half each.
Correct. Counties are in the relegation zone. They're in 5th place, and this isn't going to help.
No. Now you have to remind me, what's the order of sorting everyone out? Is it points, then win, ends,
It's points first, points, ends, points as in game points.
yeah. So 4-3-2.
Yep, 4-3-2. Then it's ends, and then it's points, score.
Points being shots at that point.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah. That's why the last end people don't try and make it 6 or 5. They go for the end
Yeah.
because the end is the next most important thing to winning
So-
the game.
At what point in this game do you think, if Jason scores, they just start looking, we're happy with one, so we'll try and score the 7, 8, 9, get 3 ends and see how we go.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's a good bowl here from Carl. It's encouraging.
It's dodging all my questions, Joy.
He is. Yeah.
At which point do you look for ends? Well, sometimes
three
you're
ends a
looking.
game?
Sometimes you're looking for ends. Sometimes you're just looking for the next game. No, and what I mean by that is give up on this one, but get down and draw some shots and just see if you can end the game well,
Yeah.
and then that mindset then moves into the next game, you know?
Yeah, so we're at that stage now, you reckon?
Oh, I think so, yeah. Yeah.
Just make sure you can remember which way's uphill and downhill and
Yep.
forehand and backhand and fire them down.
Yeah.
No, from this angle it looks like they're holding one, so almost certainly means they're one down.
I'm almost certain Bruce will be short and narrow here.
onto the jack for 2. Oh, you got a crystal ball.
Look at that.
why I say that is I believe he's a humanitarian, and he's going to let them get a point here. Do you think?
Nah,
No.
I don't think so at all.
No.
Yep. What's the guy on the cameras doing?
That's you.
You don't have to throw me under the bus like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Well, we've got a standard here, C. Wells, and I didn't want to let people at home think that Joy is dropping the ball.
Fair enough.
We appreciate your help. Well, Joy does.
It's all good.
It's closer by Bruce, but it's not a shot.
I've just noticed you can see us in the background here.
Yeah.
That was poor planning by whoever put these tables out.
We recognised that after we started game one, and then we thought, do we have to move all these cords and everything? And we thought, oh no.
Fair enough.
People aren't watching us anyway. They're watching these pros on the green mat.
Speaking of green mats, have you played on the new white mats?
No,
No.
I've seen them.
Yeah. You've got them up there at Point Chev, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Look what Bruce did.
Work off the front stuff for a
He got-
perfect
he-
weight side toucher.
He got a perfect feather, but he had the weight to just move up to the kitty.
Yeah. Quite often he just has perfect weight all the time. It's frustrating.
So what do you think of the white mats?
They're very quick.
Are they?
Yeah. They're sort of the thickness of international mats.
Close.
Well, that's a lane.
Close
Ah,
ago.
are they? They're quite thick then.
Yeah, they're quite thick, but they're
Yeah.
very quick. I think they're designed to go on like carpet floors, so that you can actually put them in like retirement villages where they don't have these wooden floors.
Right.
Ah.
So they're a bit stiffer.
Yeah, they're definitely harder to move, so you wouldn't want to have to bring 60 of these
No.
woolen. Well, I don't even know if they're wool to be fair, but you wouldn't want to carry them all down here and put them out. But they're very quick and they play quite nice. But I found at Point Chev it actually made it more playable because the floor at Point Chev is
Questionable?
dodgy at best. But because of the thickness, it actually makes it
Yeah.
more playable.
Right.
So
you don't
they
get
could
the-
be a go at Waihi Beach, you think?
Yeah, or here.
So they're a leveller they could make a reasonably dodgy floor
A little
playable.
bit better, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely won't guarantee it, but I think it makes it easier.
Because the one thing that you don't want on one of those floors is a lightning fast mat, right? Because they become
Yeah.
unplayable.
Yeah, well,
The
you
green
wouldn't
swings
want to
and-
go take one of them to the Waikato floor. Unless you're putting it on the wood at the back, in which case go for it, but don't put it on concrete.
Okay, 2 it is.
I've got another philosophical question for you,
Here
Dave.
we go.
And it's actually come from Simon, but I'm going to take credit for it.
Okay.
Does anyone know if the down trail protocol is in effect?
Yes. Well,
There actually has been something nil score in this competition.
there
I
was
saw
a 20
yesterday.
to 0.
So
I think Caddy carved someone up 20-0 yesterday.
yeah, I've been on the receiving end of
Yep.
a caddy on fire, and it's no
Yep.
fun.
Well, I think if there is
We turn the
Simon,
cameras off, right?
well, I think what we need to do is tell Bruce. Because he's the guy that's probably going to influence this. And say, Bruce,
Yeah. Has anyone got his number? We're
unless you
flicking
want to
with
see
text.
Jason's, let's say, parts, you got to let him get a shot here, mate. I think Sarah's on board.
letting them score one.
Yep, she's on board. She's decided, okay.
Yeah, must
Carl's indicated that he's commando today, so Sarah's gone wide.
yeah, for Bruce to trail it back perfectly
yeah.
for front and back toucher.
Bruce is not on board. You know, like, he's saying, "Oh, bring that kitty back," and Sarah's going, "Look, Bruce, Carl's commando. This could be international event here. Mind you, it could make this video go viral.
Yeah, I was just saying, back in Central Otago, we had the Outdoor Nationals. And we had a streaker
Yep.
run across and up and down the green, and it hit every news channel there
That's
was.
That's it.
Well, imagine that. Imagine someone leaping that barrier there, running across the middle of the mat over the top.
Good girl,
Streaky.
Sarah. Well done. Sarah's on board.
Hopefully they have a mid-match chat just to make sure Bruce is on
Yeah.
on the same page.
The biggest concern is Carl deliberately carving it
Doing this.
sideways because he wants to be an exhibition.
Or
He's just set it up even
Yeah,
better
just
for
made
Bruce.
it.
Yeah, he is just. He's just gone. Here you go, Bruce. It's all yours, mate.
and here he goes.
Like he needed an invitation.
Oh,
Perfect weight and holding 4. And he's not far away either.
oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. People at home are getting nervous. What camera are you going to take the streak in?
I reckon I'd fade to black.
I think if you go from the Jezza camera up high,
Yeah.
it's probably more flattering.
Do I have to try and track him, or
You don't want a close up.
so not camera 3? You reckon?
No, not camera 3.
Maybe I'll whack it into the super source and we get it from all angles.
Come on, Jason. Come on.
Jason's going to come up here with weight. Flick it
Slice the
side,
kitty.
slice the kitty out here, and you'll be holding to. Well, not with that
He's
weight,
not
Jason.
got weight. Let's draw weight. Come on, Jason.
Come on, Jason.
Simon's just saying he lost 19-0 to Lamy in a fours game at a Welsh in Roscoe Districts, and he had to pay out on the protocol.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, next year, both Lance Jenner and Gavin Eccles stopped playing. So, what Simon's saying is someone could be forced into retirement here.
They could do. And,
I don't think it'll be Bruce.
oh, Bruce.
That's too good.
Oh, dear.
Now, I don't know about the angle. Is that blue onto the kitty?
No, he's drawing.
Spitting?
He's drawing.
Oh, dear.
Come on, Jace.
Get in there.
Come on, Jace. No. Well, nervous last end ahead, people. Do we cut the stream now?
We could cut it pretty quickly, I reckon.
All right, so after this, we're having dinner break. And any time between 6 and 7 we'll be starting. That's all I can tell you.
How many games are we playing?
I can tell you we're playing at least 2,
At least 2.
hopefully 3. Hopefully James
Good
Sullivan
answer.
turns up.
They would have heard our commentary on fire and said we've got it covered and stay away. That's a good goal
Carl's
there
got the
from
shot.
Carl.
There it is.
You turn around, shake hands, and kick the 5 bowls up, bro.
Yeah. Certainly going to help Manawatu's cause. They were second at one point, third equal at the moment, so they'll be wanting to get back into their second spot after this round, and this game will certainly help that.
It's definitely going to help the end column.
And the ends is pretty good. How many have they got?
I reckon 8,
Wasn't there one drawn?
7.5.
Oh, 2 touches would hurt too, wouldn't it? That would hurt.
A pretty good performance from Sarah at lead here.
She's
Oh,
been
she's
steady.
been pretty
Bruce,
good.
Bruce hasn't really had to play a lot of magic. Good, good combination.
Let's get him one at the back there in case Jason decides he wants to score one and save the trousers.
Is he splitting this?
You'd hope so. Let's hope the
Not
camera's
with that
switched in
weight.
time. Oh, is that enough for one?
Don't know.
How good's camera 5 on the Zoom team?
You can't.
Oh,
Camera 5 isn't connected to the joystick.
No,
And you can't. You got to go out there to do it.
we're not moving him for a zoom.
can someone call that Jezza guy
yeah.
and see if he can...
The real roving Jezza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Bruce.
That'll be enough for one blue, right?
At least 2 touches now. Jason's got a little bit of a look of, I don't know,
Well, I saw
white
some early
flag.
stand-ups.
There's a bit of a white flag look about it, isn't there?
He pushing through the front orange.
Yeah, hoping something happens and he'll whip himself off, but
Yeah.
that's not the worst, you know.
Oh,
2
that's
touches.
blue on now.
Yeah, but 2 touches was no good to him. That doesn't save your
no,
pants.
you round up half an end. 2 half an ends make a hole, and 2 half points make one.
No, it doesn't work that way.
Trousers saved.
Still 0 on your scoreboard.
Imagine winning one end and being down trout. Oh, that's not fair. It's almost like he's trying to win.
Oh, he's not trying. We know Bruce.
Are you suggesting that the score could be about double if it was?
Now, here we go.
Right.
This is a shot of frustration here.
Blue, 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 1 orange.
Something. Yes! Woohoo!
Is he holding one there?
He's holding one.
Are you sure?
Someone kneecap Bruce Meyer now.
Yeah. Phone call for
Bruce
Mr.
Meyer
Meyer.
required in the office.
Your car's about to be towed.
Now, it's just a matter of how close Jason needs to get from Bruce. So Bruce has given him the opportunity to save the trousers. Good luck.
Well, we're going to find out now whether Jason's an exhibitionist or not.
Yeah. How is it?
Oh, it's close, right?
Speed?
Pretty good.
It's diving.
Oh, no. Oh,
Yeah! No!
It looks blue to me.
Oh,
Oh,
they're getting the
I
measures.
think it's blue.
Anyway, they're shaking hands. I think we're going to leave the stream before we get something that we don't want to see.
Someone's going to have to push the right buttons here,
Sarah-
team, because I'll just unplug everything.
Sarah thinks it's a blue, which would indicate it's 11-0. Let's assume it's that, and we will finish up, people, and we will see you for the evening session. And what have we got? We have got straight up Auckland, a beautiful fours game. We've got Paul Wright versus his good mate Gary Lowe, Southland. That's the fours game first up.
That'll be a good one.
So that's us, people. We'll